Hi church, my name is Randy and this is my God story. Today is July 7th, 2025. I'm actually sober 3 years today from alcohol, porn, and drugs. From 15 to 30, I was a meth addict. Went cold turkey at 30 years old. I had the gastric bypass at 30 because I went up to 425 pounds. At 35, picked up cocaine, used that till I was 37, went cold turkey on that. And in 2022 is when I got sober from alcohol, porn, and God has transformed my life. The whole reason I moved to Sacramento, because I'm from LA originally, I moved out here because I didn't want to be a distant father. I have a 4-year-old daughter who will actually be 5 July 17th. So with that being said, God stepped in my life in 2022 in a big way. I moved out here with no family. I stood in Motel 6 for 3.5 weeks, no apartment, functioning alcoholic, 18 to 25 beers a day. So I finally got an apartment. God opened an apartment for me in Atonement. So I wasn't with the Lord yet, but He was with me. It was July 7th, 2022. I was 3 beers into my 36 pack. All I was doing every day was crying, no family around, heartbroken. So I was 3 beers in that day, and I remember I felt the Lord say, hey, why don't you put that down already? And I heard Him, I felt it. I said, all right, God. So I got that 36 pack, I squeezed it in my sink, and July 10th, which was that Sunday, I went to a victory outreach in South Sac, and I gave my life to Christ right there. So I started walking with the Lord in July 10th, 2022. And then I noticed my journey started getting hard with God in October of 2022 is when I started questioning the Lord big time, cussing Him out, frustrated because I was serving at church, feeding the homeless, I was getting sober, I'm out there for my daughter. And then it came November 2022, November 16th. It was Wednesday, I was about to go to my men's group, but I was about to give up. I called my dad in LA and said, Dad, I'm not going to men's group no more. I gave myself to God. I thought things were supposed to be easier. So my dad's like, go to your men's group, don't give up, don't give up. So I say, okay, I go to my men's group Wednesday, November 16th. I come home, wake up for work November 17th, and I wake up at 5 o'clock and I notice I'm sweating. I'm real dizzy, I can't stand. I'm like, man, what's going on here? I go to my back door, open the back door, feel the cold air. I said, okay, I'm not going to work today. I text my job, I go back to sleep, I wake up at 7:30 in the morning. I step out of bed and now I fall to my knees. So I try to get up to go to the restroom. Now I fall halfway out my sliding door now. Now half my body's on my patio and my legs are in my kitchen. And I'm like, what is going on here? So now I scoot myself into my living room and I start crawling to the restroom. And I get to the living room and I felt death upon me. I said, Lord, let your will be done in Jesus' name. And I rolled on my back and just bled out. And then somehow I called the fire department. They come, take me to Sutter Hospital. I'm in ICU. They put 7 bags of blood back into me. By the time I go to my room at 7:30 at night, I'm already like this talking. They come in, Mr. Martinez, how are you alive? I go, you guys don't understand. I gave myself to God 4 months ago. You guys don't understand what God has done for me. They go, we should have found you dead, Mr. Martinez. So I will go back to LA in November 2022. I'm out in November, December, January, February 3rd, they ran all the tests you could think about. And at 21, I was drug-induced bipolar, drug-induced diabetes, drug-induced high blood pressure. And since I was 21 years old, I always had all those complications. February 3rd, 2023, doctors come in and say, Mr. Martinez, we don't know why you bled out. All we know is the healthiest we've ever seen you. You have no more diabetes, no more high blood pressure, no more nothing. We're taking off all your medication. Go ahead and go back to Sacramento. And I came back out here on February 3rd, and I've been here ever since, and God has transformed my life. If it wasn't for the Lord, I don't know where I would be. February 3rd, 2023, when I came back home to Sacramento, was learning my identity in the Lord, learning that I was a child of God, learning that I had victory. And 2024 was a year of learning how to embrace His favor that was upon me. I would get this peace, and at first I thought it was boredom. I was like, Lord, I'm bored. What is going on? One day God sat me down and said, you're not bored, you live a life of chaos. You're experiencing peace now, embrace it. And here I am now, like I said, today, July 7, 2025. I'm sober 3 years, and I'm very proud to say it, from alcohol, from porn, from drugs. It's the healthiest I've ever been. And God has just, He literally pulled me from the pit and transformed my whole life. And the whole reason I'm out here, like I said, I have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter who will be 5. I'm just excited for the future. I'm excited for what God has, because there's so much more to go, and I know He has so much more purpose for me.